Hey y'all, welcome to Winning with Trump. Just want to say this video is for entertainment purposes only. I love my country, I love my president, I love our police officers, I love our military, and I love all the patriots that love our president like I do. Okay, and I love all of our rights. And if it was up to the Looney Tune left, they don't care about our rights. They don't care about them at all. Letitia James, the most left-wing Attorney General in New York State, is intending to dissolve the NRA. Not sue them. Well, she's going to sue them, but she intends to dissolve them, she said. That is crazy. For 18 counts, she said. One of them is improper wage reporting, improper income tax withholding, and failure to make required exercise tax reporting and payments. Whatever. You know what? This is nothing about that. This is nothing about that. She said, for years of fraud and misconduct, we are seeking an order to dissolve the NRA in its entirety. What a damn joke. You know what? This has nothing to do with any of the issues internally of the NRA. If she was really an unbiased official looking to correct abuse, then why isn't she going after Planned Parenthood, where their policy is to hone in on women in the inner cities? That's terrible, but she don't want to do that. But you know why? Because Planned Parenthood has pledged $45 million towards getting Democrats elected. The NRA has not given anything, but they probably would if they weren't being sued by this Looney Tune nut. She doesn't care about corruption. She doesn't care about corruption. If she did, she'd go after the policies in New York State, where the top demon rat in New York State House was just given a prison sentence of 78 months and $1 million fine for profiting off of his office as Assembly Speaker. Profiting off of that office. That's what all the demon rats do. Another issue in 2013 was Andrew Cuomo abruptly dismantled his anti-corruption task force. Could it be because they were going after him? Probably. Cuomo's top aides repeatedly blocked anti-corruption investigators. Imagine that. And remember, any smart attorney can go after you for any reason, any excuse to sue you or investigate you or any organization. And they have tons of attorneys. And in this case with the NRA, they're paid for by taxpayers. Imagine that. They can charge countless hours of fees to run up your bill so they can bankrupt you. Regardless of whether it's a horrible case or not, they can still do that. They can still bankrupt you by running up countless hours of attorney fees. That's crazy. And Letitia James, the same Attorney General, her goal with the NRA is to bankrupt them. And how can you imagine, how would that play out in a Biden administration? Wow, that would be terrible. The Biden administration would have the DOJ to prosecute you, and the IRS to investigate you, and I think it's the EPA Yeah, they would have the EPA to set standards on you. You know, these are just Marxists that have been around for years. I mean, she's part of that. They have been in our schools and in our universities for a long time. And they have a lot of practice doing this. They have been protected by compliant administrations and the teachers union. And these Marxists are not content just keeping it where it's at. They want it to go national. And that's what would happen in an Biden administration. Yeah, we would have the DOJ to sue you, the EPA to monitor you, and the IRS to investigate you, like I said. Because, I mean, he would run all of them, and he would tell them what to do. And they have plenty of resources. All these Looney Tune left-wing judges on state and in federal level would be on their side. They would defund the police, and they will take away our guns. They're already trying to do that. Biden called up a dumbass, Bezos, we all remember him, at a rally March 2nd of this year for him to say that Bezos was going to be the guy that worked for him to take away our guns. You know, I mean, he's not hiding it. He didn't care about that. You know, he was going to be the one that would take away our guns. I mean, in August 15, 2019, Anderson Cooper asked Biden, he said, to gun owners out there, a Biden administration is going after my guns. And Biden said, bingo. So yes, he's trying to take away our guns, trying to defund the police and take away our guns. And that's what they want, for us to be completely defenseless. Completely defenseless. And all the demon rats say that if you will just help us defeat Donald Trump, everything will calm down and go back to normal. And as usual, that's a lie. If Trump is defeated and Biden is elected, it's just the opposite. Just the opposite. These people are just liars. It makes me so mad. You know, what they're saying is only 1,000 times worse. That's what we'll get, is 1,000 times worse than what they're saying. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but it's bad. It's very bad if any of these demon rats get into office. Even more of them. And we need to vote out the demon rats that are in there now. And you know, if the demon rats, if Biden gets elected, they're coming for revenge. They want revenge on all of us. They will go after everything that we hold near and dear. They are not like us. They are pure evil, and they are totally un-American. They want the opposite of what we want. And for the last, 6 to 8 months, however long it's been, they have shown just how they are. And we have to beat them at the voting ballots. We have to do that. That's the only way that we can speak up. And we need to beat them through a bigger margin than we've ever beat them before. We need to win back we need to win the White House again. We need to win the Senate again, and we need to reclaim the House. So these people can know what it's like to have a true president that does exactly what the American people want, without all this crap that's been going on, all this opposition. You know, President Trump does what the American people want. You know, after all, they do work for us. They forget that they work for us, but they do. They're supposed to be our voice. And guess what? They need to be our voice. And I'm tired of it. I am sick of it. These people get elected and they think they can do their own agenda. Well, that's not what it's all about. We voted them in to speak for us. You know, and the only way we can have them speak for us is to have us speak when we go to vote. And what we don't like, we vote out. Period. And we certainly don't get Joe Biden reelected. You know, the only way that this will happen, if we get all of our rights, is if Trump is elected, because they are going after all of our civil rights. They do not care. A Biden presidency would cater to radical groups and radical interests, because he's gone off the deep end. You know, they talk about he's moderate. I don't know that he was ever moderate, but he's certainly not moderate now. You know, and we have to accomplish this. We have to show them that we are speaking, and this is not what we want, period. You know, we pay their salary. You know, I guess they don't get that, you know. And they're coming after our prosperity and our guns. They don't care about our rights. You know, the left-wing loonies, they're going after our freedoms. And I care about my freedoms. I live in America, the freest country ever, and the best country, the most awesome country ever. And I know y'all care about your freedoms too. But if we elect Biden, our freedoms are gone. Gone. Because he doesn't care, and he's not there. He's not even going to be president. He's just a placeholder, and there's no telling who's going to take his place. God help us. The options are not good. I can promise you that. You know, we don't want those people running our country. We want people that care about what we think that run our country. You know, Obama and Biden ran on hope and change. What a joke. Hope and change for what? Hope and change for what they thought of? That was a big, fat lie. And that's the same lie that we will get if we vote Joe Biden in. Big, fat lie. Big, fat. He doesn't have an agenda. And if he does have an agenda that he doesn't know about because he's not all there. But his agenda is the far, far, far communist party. They are the communist party now. The only president that has given us hope and change is President Donald J. Trump. He said what he was going to do, and he did it. And we did have change. And we did have the best economy in history. And we did have the lowest unemployment rates. And we did have our wages brought up. And he did care about every single race in this country. He is not racist. He cares about all of us. He does not see color, period. You know, everything he said that was going to happen actually happened. You know, and we need President Trump for 4 more years because he says what he's going to do and he does what he says, period. You know, Biden's a joke. He can't even remember what he said 5 minutes ago. You know, if Biden gets elected, he will control all of our lives. While the connected, woke crowd will be able to do exactly what they want to do. And the rest of American people will be punished because they want revenge. They do not like us and they do not like President Trump. The loony left's opinion is do as I say, not as I do. The rules apply to us, not them. And that's the way it will always be. There's 2 separate justice systems. One for them and one for us. And that cannot continue to happen. That cannot continue to happen. There should be one justice system, and it should work for all. You know, the FBI, the CIA, and the DOJ did what they wanted to do. However they wanted to do it, whenever they wanted to do it, whatever they wanted to do. And this must never, ever happen again to anybody else. No other president should go through what our president has gone through. They tried to unseat a duly elected president of the United States, one that we elected, that we decided that we wanted. And they didn't like that, so they tried to do their underhead sneaky crap to try to get him out, and that must never, ever, ever happen again. Can you imagine what a Trump presidency will be like when we don't have all this bullshit that the loony left has put us through? All the lies, all the evil, all the Marxists, all the satanic, race-baiting, do-nothing Democrats is what we have had since President Trump, well, since before President Trump's been in office, but they have gone after him nonstop. But just imagine what it will be like when we don't have that. When President Trump can truly reign over this country like it was meant to be. Period. We are blessed to have him, and we all need to be praying for him. We all need to pray for President Trump every single night because he is the best thing that's happened to this country. We do not need anything to happen to him. We need President Trump for 4 more years. President Trump 2020 by a landslide. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm counting on. And I know y'all are. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave comments to let me know how I can improve on this. Thank you, and God bless y'all. God bless America, and God bless President Donald J. Trump.